Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced Stream. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode Forum.
I'm Joey at J1 on the MakeCode Forum.
And I'm Thomas at Sparks on the MakeCode Forum.
And today we are going to be working on our meeples game. But first, we have a correction to make. I already posted about this on the forum, but we played through all the Game Jam games on Monday, but we accidentally left one out by random user. We're very sorry for this error, but I promised we would play the game first thing on this stream. So we're going to pull it up. This game is called Duck House: Quake, which I really recommend you play if you haven't. It's got a lot going on. It's very psychological, I would say. And also the character names are just amazing. So let me just 1 second. I need to redo my share for these two folks to include sound. Go now. Our cameras are messed up. Teams doesn't make it easy. And there it is. We're back. All right. So let's go ahead and play through this real quick. And oh, wait. Sorry, one more thing. I promised we would do a dramatic reading. So we're gonna have characters assigned. So you guys need to look alive. All right, Joey? Hey, Joey. Hey, look
yeah,
up. Hey,
one
Joey.
second. 1 second.
Joey.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at the screen. Okay. So the characters that we're gonna play.
Oh, I need to write this down. Let me open Notepad. You can read Thomas's first.
Thomas, you're gonna play soccer. Okay.
All right.
The concept?
That's
for
No,
yeah,
so
I
the
know
names
soccer
of
is.
the names of these characters are soccer, football, and football 2, I think.
Oh, 1 in football 2. There is also another kid, but I don't remember that kid's name.
I don't remember that kid's name either off the top of my head. So anyway, I'm gonna play football, and I'm gonna be reading the player characters text. And Joey, you're gonna play the kids. All right.
kids. Okay, I guess I didn't. If it was just that, I didn't need to open Notepad, but I wrote it down. Just
yeah, it's all right. I was hoping Sarah would be here because then we would have 4 people. But all right. So let's get started, and I'll tell you when your text comes. So anyway, well, hello. What brings you here in such poor weather? Not another quake, I hope. What do you got? How you guys feeling on this one?
Always choose the green heart option. That's my
what's
take.
that last
All right.
one say?
Yeah, so this is the mystery option. So if you select it, it says this is the secret 4th option. It will rarely be readable. If it is, you may want to select it and find out what it's hiding. So I think these only get revealed when you replay the game.
Okay.
But they show up at all of the steps where you can choose dialogue. There's always a 4th secret option. So let's go with the green heart. We're going to do unsure. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Thanks for letting me in. It's no problem. Happy face. Too many have ended up just like you, lost and confused. We'll do everything we can to help. Thomas, that's you up there. Ah, you haven't met my husband yet. This is Soccer. He, him.
Hello.
All right. So you can say nice soccer, or real. Is that your real name? Let's go with soccer. Soccer. What do they call you? Football? Yeah, football too. She, her. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, you've offended her now. Oh dear. Friends, just call her two. Friends, just call her two. Apologies. I put some tea on if you want.
Yeah, just happy to be alive back there.
Nice and
Yeah.
calming. Just what we need on a day like this. Look at that. We got a #1 coach mug.
Nice.
So what do you go by? You don't even remember. I'm always up for jokes. Twilight Sparkle, smiley. Okay, strawberry it is. All right, that's not what I said my name was. Oh, and he, him is fine. Oh, I didn't even realize. I'm wearing my strawberry t-shirt.
Ah.
Ugh, why can't I remember anything? It all just feels like a dream. What did she say happened? A quake? Hello?
Looks like that's the kids finally. They were just out late. The buses were having some trouble.
Look alive, Joey. Football 1, hockey. Meet our guest, Strawberry.
Hey, Snowflake, where you headed so fast? How was the competition? Oh wait, that's
Wait, I
that's
think
not,
that might be me. Yeah,
that was you.
I'm not
Never
sure.
mind.
Yeah. Hey, Snowflake, where are you headed so fast? How was the competition?
Awful. Dead last. Well, second to last. I knew nobody cared about my stupid paintings.
Don't say that. We love your paintings. I'm proud of you no matter what. You did great.
Grrr. Leave me alone.
Ugh, stop being a kid. Just ignore her. This is you too, Joey.
Yeah, I'm off to the neighbors to teach. Need to look at the neighbors. Probably a mix of cooking with Maple and studying with the kids.
I was really making a choice with these accents.
I was.
Be home for dinner. I'm making omelets.
No need. I'll just eat what I make at the lesson. You don't mind if I stay out past curfew, right?
But, you know, today's been hard. Everything's been disrupted.
All the more reason I need to catch up on what I missed. 3 hours sitting around, they wouldn't even let us bring out homework. Oh, hey there. I like your shirt. You can call me one, she, her.
All right, let's see.
Hey, the fourth option is available.
Oh, yeah, let's do that one.
Quakes.
So, these quakes, everyone has to stop what they're doing? Wouldn't an earthquake end quickly or cause days of damage?
What, do you not know? They're not earthquakes. They're more like world quakes. What's there? I've never really seen one, but I've heard it's like a mouth opens and swallows everything up. That doesn't sound like a quake. Oh.
My goodness.
Football 1. We do not discuss such matters with guests, and certainly not after such a disaster. How do you think he ended up here? I'm so sorry. Forgive her. She tends to be a little blunt.
You get used to her, honestly, after a while.
Well, we won't be staying just overnight to wait out this storm. I'll go get the tent.
The camping tent? In this rain?
It's just a drizzle. And the tent is waterproof. With my aunt and uncle staying, we don't have any room for him.
Are you sure there's no room?
The kitchen's still clear. Oh, sorry, that's you.
It's all right. The kitchen's still clear.
We're not making this poor lost boy sleep on the floor, but a tent outside, that's fine.
Oh my.
And you don't mind, do you? Do I even have a choice? It's this or the rain. Wait here, the path to the shed is a little muddy.
Da, da, da.
Press A.
Oh.
Oh, pressing A makes water drops fall.
Oh, are they getting quaked?
I think they're getting quaked. You saved me from the quake.
Oh my.
How? I don't know. I just look to the stars and the rain. Maybe one day I'll remember what happened. I better just get some rest. That's right, and now it turns into a duck stacking game.
Beautiful. There's nothing I've ever wanted more than that.
Yep.
Get on there. No!
So these ducks are the game characters, if I understand correctly?
Yeah, so I believe Random User has posted about this on the forum before, but they collect ducks. Rubber ducks.
Ah.
When I was in college, my CS 143 class, the professor wanted people to talk, so they had a ton of, like, they must have bought like 1,000 rubber ducks in bulk, all random, not generated obviously, but you know what I mean, like random themed ones, and we toss them out to you if you asked a good question or like a okay question above.
Oh, nice. I will say I've never done very well with the duck stacking portion of this game.
That's too bad. You should have just built the tower here. Yeah, I don't know how the duck. I don't know how the duck stacking works. I don't know if you need to like get them in a particular order because they always
I'm
just
not
bounce
sure.
off.
Yeah, they always end up bouncing around. I was impressed you actually got like one to stay on top of another there for a little bit, but
Yeah, no, I got like 3 stacked in my last time I tried this.
nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a game that rewards multiple playthroughs. There's different stuff that happens each time. So you should definitely check it out if you haven't. But we're not going to play through it a million times because that would take all stream today. But you should. Yeah, so thank you, Random User. Sorry we didn't get to your game last time. I'm really glad we got a chance to play it this time. And that's it for this game jam. So we're going to be back to mini game jams starting next month. And we have a really good one planned. I teased it last Friday, but I think everyone's going to have a lot of fun with it. And I'll probably have the least amount of fun with it. So make sure you check it out. And with that, we're going to head back to our Meeples game. Oh, whoops, gotta go to base.
Wow.
Just
I'm in the place of
coming
honor
right-
today. Sorry.
Yeah, you are. All right, I'll move you up. There you go. You can go over here. My stream. My
Yeah.
stream. Just kidding, it's our stream.
I was almost positioned to be the monitor on that laptop in the banner.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't quite make it.
All right, I'm too big now. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and open up our Meeples game. Oh, I wonder, I don't think my changes to beta got published yet, which that's annoying. So we're still going to have the annoying lag. Ugh, whatever. Okay. So where we left off last time was we had just implemented, actually, I don't know. What was the last thing we did?
We did the end of the level and the results screen, I want to say. But we
That's right, we
didn't
did.
do the guilting on the results screen, I don't think.
Yeah, so we have the score and the high score. Press A for next. And there's only one level, so it crashes. Wait, I thought we had 2 levels.
Yeah, I did too.
We do have 2 levels right there. So I wonder what happened. Let's try to do that again. So we're going to go into debug mode. Down here. Next level, press A. All right, we crashed. What's highlighted here? Ah, here it is. So we're calling create meeple. The start tile. Oh, we don't have any of these start tiles in the second map. That's what it is. Oh, or yes,
we do. Maybe it
Yeah.
doesn't work with just one. Start tile get value at.
We didn't reset the start tile index at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So we were relying on numbers get initialized to 0, which obviously works for our first level. But then for the next level, our first level has more tiles than the other one. So it was putting it at an index that doesn't work. So that should have fixed it. Yeah. Now see, everyone spawns on the same one location. All right, great. Okay. So that works. Let's go ahead now. And I guess the next thing we want to do is, well, let's do some level design. We haven't really done any level design for this game yet. So let's do that. That'll be fun. So I'm just going to hit plus a bunch of times. Create a bunch of tile maps. And we'll go ahead and move this one down here. And start making a new level. On the background. Put in the border. Remember, we can't use the top 2 rows of our map because that's where the HUD goes. So yeah, just block that out. Okay. So we want this to be our first level. All right. So let's just do a real gradual introduction. We'll do put the end over here. And we will introduce the concept of jumping. Oh, wait, I remember what we were doing. We were doing those switches.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we should finish
about
that.
those. Yeah, we should.
All right. Yeah, let's finish that. Okay, we'll do level design once we've done this. All right, so switches. So we wanted, one of the mechanics we wanted to add to our game was we wanted to have these switch areas that basically you would have to have a certain number of meeples within an area in order to trigger something to happen. So like have a wall disappear or something, So So the idea being that you might have a switch that had the number 100 on it, and then as your meeples go on it, the number goes down, and then you can have the when it reaches 0, then whatever it triggers will happen, which will probably be something like turning off fans or making a wall go away or turning fans on, a variety of things. So the first thing we had to do was we needed to define all of our buttons. So we made this find all buttons function. So let's go to that. All right. So on here, what we're doing is we did this cute little thing in our test level where, well, in our game where we made these 3 numbers. So this is supposed to be a 1, this is a 0, and this is a 5. And the idea was that we could have, either 10, 50, 100, or what have you, in order to make a switch activate by combining these numbers. So we've already written the code to do that. We detect which digits we have, and then we add them all up into a number. Then we are creating this area inside of a block object, and we're adding it to this buttons overlaps array. And that is how we are doing our button detection. So what I don't think we've done yet is the actual rendering of these buttons. So we want to make it so that we have something drawn for these buttons. And let's go ahead and look at our test map real quick and make sure we did actually put something in here. I think we did. Okay, yeah. So we put in a 15 right here, 0, 1, 5. So we want to draw like a square above this, I think. So we're going to do like a 3 tile by 3 tile square. And then we're going to put the number on the inside.
How are we going to indicate within the tile map what the button does?
I don't know if we need to indicate what the button does. I think as long as you see it happen when you've activated it, you can kind of figure it out.
I mean, from a level building perspective.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. There's different things we can do, I guess.
Problem for the future. But
yeah, we'll need to figure it out. But okay. So let's start by grabbing one of our render on Z indexes. So probably this render 0, 1 would be fine. I guess this render is below the meeples. I think we do want this to be below the meeples. We don't want the number to be drawn on top of the meeples, probably. As long as it's up enough so that when they're standing, you can still see the number. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So let's start by drawing all of our squares. So we're going to be looking for, we're going to be looping through our array of overlap regions, overlap buttons right here. And this should all be inside of this if statement. This if statement is making sure we're in the gameplay mode. So, okay. Now we need to draw a rectangle. So we're going to go into, not tile util, we want to go into images, and we're going to grab a draw rectangle. And then we want this to be screen, of course. So grab that from right here. All right, and now when we go into our block object, go to get the number property right here. So we can pass in our value right here and grab the left for X, the top for Y. And then annoyingly for the width and height, we have to subtract. So it's annoying because either you make the overlaps more annoying or you make the drawing more annoying, you know? Because you can either do left top and then width height, or left top and right left. But for overlap checks, it's way easier if you have right left. For drawing, it's way easier if you have width height. So bottom minus top, and make this white. All right. Let's see if we get a rectangle. Okay, there we go. Oh, right. I guess we made our, this is our overlap region, but we actually want to just draw like a full square. Or maybe we actually just want to make the overlap region like a full square. Now we'll just draw a full square, and then we'll leave this as being the overlap region, because the idea is that it's a physical button they have to be on top of. So
Yeah.
So I guess what we're going to do instead is we're going to take this top value and subtract 12 or 11. And then the height we are going to hard code as 12. Too far, I guess. I guess we want to do the bottom minus 12, actually. There we go. Cool. And what I would really like this to do is like glow. You know?
Yeah.
We can make that happen. But we'll have to sacrifice a color in our palette.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need colors for it. I don't know.
I don't think we're using all the colors right now, so it's possible we could just choose one of these colors to sacrifice. But for now, let's just get the number actually drawn. So we want to draw this number here. Now, we've been using the fancy text extension for drawing all of these numbers that we have in our game. Now, the thing that's going to be really annoying about that is if we use the fancy text extension, we are going to have to maintain a bunch of sprites. So it would be nicer to just draw it in, along with what we're drawing right now. But we don't actually have a draw text API. So we can make our own draw text API. It's pretty easy to do. We wouldn't actually do a full draw text. We would do a draw number. Or we can maintain a bunch of text sprites. I guess we'll do our own draw text. Maybe that's slightly less annoying. Let me think about it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess we'll do it. Ugh. This also means that we can be really granular about how wide it is, which is nice.
True.
Okay, so to do this, we need a bunch of digits that we can draw. And so for that, we need an animation block because, whenever you're doing an array of images, it's nifty to just use an animation block. So we're going to make this 5 by 5, which is about as small as you can get, while still having numbers be legible. And we are going to draw all of our numbers. I guess you don't actually need 5 by 5 when you're just doing numbers, huh? You really just need 3 by 5.
Yeah.
Maybe I should fix that now. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to shift these over 1 pixel. You need 5 by 5 if you're doing letters because of W and M. The worst numbers for vertical and also the worst letters are 2, 5, and S. Right? And if you want to have S be different than 5, well, actually, you can make that happen. But 2, 5, 3, S, and E. You can actually fake it with S, 2, and 5, but there's no way to fake a 3 and no way to fake an E, unfortunately. So yeah, you need to have that. But for horizontal space, the worst is M and W. What am I doing? Okay. And then change this to be 3. And then we can play our little, yeah, there. Looks good. All right, so we're going to make a draw number. Otto is now on my desk, by the way. I'm just hoping he's not in a bitey mood. He was in a real bitey mood earlier today. So the first thing we're going to pass in is the screen. Then we're going to pass in the number we want to draw. Then we want to pass in the X, and we want to pass in the Y. Okay. All right. Now, let's draw this number. So we want to center this number on this X. Because we want to be able to center this in. What did I do? So that start, did I accidentally? Oh, I see what I did. I accidentally pulled that out. Yeah, now we're okay. Cool. All right. So we want to, we're going to want to center in the square. So it's going to be easiest if we just point in the center X and the center Y. The reason why is because our number can be multiple digits, right? So it could be 100, it could be 10, it could be 1.
Mhm.
So we want to be able to draw a different width based off of what we're doing. And it's going to be easier for us to just do those calculations in here because we're going to have to special case those anyway. So let's start by doing the big number. So if our number is greater than or equal to 100, and then our next case is going to be greater than or equal to 10. And then our last case is the single digits. We're not doing negative numbers because we don't care about those. So, all right. Hey, Otto. Yeah. There you go. You can see his tail. Get out of here, buddy. Go. So we're going to go ahead and go into the Sprite Utils extension and grab the draw image block right here. We're going to be drawing to, we're going to be drawing to the screen. And like I said, we want it to be centered. So our letters are 3 by 5. So to center this single digit, we are going to be drawing at, I should probably actually call this function so that we can see it going. So we want this to be at left plus 6 for the X, not plus 60. And then we want the Y to be, this is the number I'm passing in right now. We want this to be left plus 6, and then we want this to be bottom minus 6. And then pass in the number 8. I don't know. Okay. So over here, we need our digits array. For your digits. Let's just go ahead and put this in a variable. Digit images. That's fun to say. All right, we're going to do get value at on here. So the animation block just returns an array. So we can just use the array blocks on it. So we're going to do get value at, make this digit images. And we want to get value at num. And we want to do that at, let's see, this should be x minus 1, I guess, because we're 3 wide. is going to be off by 1 pixel for all those people who are annoyed by that kind of thing. And this is going to be y minus 2 because we're 5 high. Unfortunately, our 12 by 12 square isn't, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe we should edit our numbers to be 1.
We'll just make them 1 wider, but
I'm actually not sure we're going to be able to fit a 3-digit number in here.
it doesn't have to fit perfectly in the square. But true.
Let's change this to be a 3-digit number because I'm worried about that. So let's just go ahead and put in 100. And we'll handle that right now. So we're going to do, instead of digit images get value at num, we want to do the 1s, the 10s, and the 100th place. So to get the 100th place, we can use an integer divide. So just go ahead and grab integer divide. And we want to integer divide by 100. So integer divide is same as regular division, but it cuts off the decimal. So, and we want to do that at x minus 1 would be for the center number, and then we want to subtract like a full width from that, so 4 more. So we want to do x minus 5, not 15. And then we want to do the tens digit, which is going to be this integer divide by 10, and then we need to mod it by 10. So like that. And then this will be x minus 1. And then we need to do the 1s digit, which is going to be just num mod 10. And then we want this to be x plus 1, 5, I guess. No, that's too much. But, oh, right, because I was calculating the width before. So this would be x plus 3? It's either 3 or 4. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so unfortunately, it doesn't fit.
But I think if you don't have the, are we planning on keeping that box?
Yeah, I was planning on keeping the box.
Oh, okay, then yeah, it doesn't fit.
I guess what we could do is turn the box into a fill and make it a different color.
How often are we going to have 3-digit numbers? Because we only start with 100 meeples, at least at the moment.
I guess that's true. We could just not worry about this. Let's just do single digits for now. Single digits and double digits. So I'm going to copy this. So for double digits, this will be nice and centered, which is nice. So for this, we want to do x minus 3, right? And then we want to do x plus 2. I don't know. This is a situation where we should just put in numbers until it works. Oh, 93. Okay, yeah, messed that up. So we just need to subtract 1 from this. So x plus 1. There we go. And we need to subtract 1 from the other one as well. So make this be x minus 4. There we go. Look how nice double digits look. Single digits will look bad, but at least double digits look cool.
There you go.
All right. Oh man, I was just thinking of something to say, but I don't know what it was. Oh well. Okay. So that's cool. Let's actually count. So we need to count how many meeples are overlapping with this region. So we're going to go to our on-game update where we're doing all of this counting for these other regions, or all these overlaps for our other regions, which is one of these sprite transition blocks. On global state update playing seems right. All right, so here we're looping over all of our scanning regions, and we're doing all of this stuff. Okay, we're looping over all of our players, and then we're looping over all of our scanning regions, and we're setting the acceleration based off if they are overlapping with those scanning regions. So probably makes sense to just add this to the same loop. So let's go ahead and do a loop down here. And we're going to call this, we're going to change this to be our overlaps button things right there. And then we're going to, I guess I'm going to leave this as fan rectangle because I don't want to change all these other variables. Okay, so if we overlap, which is inside of this if statement, then we are going to want to change a number on this guy. So let's go into block object, let's go into number, and we're going to go ahead and do set number 2. I'm going to grab our fan rectangle variable. Man, that's just going to annoy me. And let's go ahead and make this be meeples present. And we're going to set this to just be whatever the meeples present number is plus 1. And we need to zero this out. So we'll zero this out at the top of our on-game update, or above this loop at least. Man, it's going to be so much more fun to code once if I had bumped beta.
Mm-hmm.
Is
it just the delay? That's right.
No, I was doing the release. Yeah, the delay. It's really annoying. You guys probably can't see it as much, but trust me, it's there and it annoys the heck out of me. By the way, if you're using beta, which you should not be doing, that delay will be going away as soon as I do something. But I forgot to do it before stream today. So.
Are you finally removing that set timeout 1 second on every drag that we added in?
Yeah, you're right. And I was like, why did I even do this? And you're like, oh, right, because I wanted to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so right here, we want to set this meeples present thing to be 0. Like that. And now over here. Nope, that's not the right place. Where's our draw block? Right here. Ooh, this game's starting to get big.
It is.
All right, so we want to draw, or let me just grab this minus thing right here. And we want to draw the number of required meeples minus the meeples present. All right, so it should say 10, I guess. Wait, shouldn't that be 15?
It should be 15, yeah.
Well, whatever. Okay, and then it goes down.
Yeah.
And, all right, we need to constrain this. So we need to do a max. So this right now it's going negative. So we want to do a max of this and 0 so that it doesn't go negative. All right, and then we'll debug why the number is wrong. Okay, so now let me get down to just a few meeples. Get out of here, guys. There we go. I got like, I don't know, like 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 meeples. So you can see it go down to 9, then go down to 8. Seems like it's working. Now all these meeples can pass away. There we go. Poor guys. Anyway. Cool. So we want to go to where we're creating these button regions. So let's go ahead and do a Darrell real quick. And then we want to grab the find all buttons function. All right. So we're calling get button digit at index x, index y, and we're multiplying that times 100. And then we were passing in index x plus 1, and then we're passing in 1. So that should be index x plus 2. Now it's 11. Well, better than before, I guess. Now it's 15. There we go.
Alrighty.
All right, cool. We got it.
Nice.
Cool.
Should we
All right.
make it turn green when it's at 0?
Yeah, we should. Let's do that. All right. So let's go ahead and first let's look at our palette and see if there are any colors we're not using, because it would be fun to do the glowing thing. No, I need an image editor. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. I don't think we're using this purple.
Yeah, I don't think we're using that for anything. Maybe the score screen is blue and green. Yeah, I don't think we're using the purple.
Yeah, we can probably cut this purple, and then if we need another one, we could probably cut one of these grays. So this purple is 14. And in order to mess with this, we are going to go to extensions, and we are going to add Joey's venerable color fading extension.
Shiny, shiny.
I don't think I've ever actually seen this extension being used.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty nifty.
Have you seen like the fading in and out on forum games?
Yeah,
where it,
you've
like,
certainly
fades to
seen it in
black?
forum
True.
games.
That is
I've seen
pretty
it
much
on
always
forum.
the simplest version of this.
Okay, so first things first, we're going to go to this thing right here, and we're going to change it to be our color that we're using so that we can actually see what we're doing. But we're going to go to our render z index at 0, go over to here, and then make this be our purple. All right, cool. You know, we might use purple for some of these meeples. No, I don't actually see it though.
I think there are a
Maybe.
few that are using it,
Yeah.
but
We can fix that. Okay, so we want to just have this color fade between 2. So we're going to go to color, and we're going to do set color, and then this, and then it takes in a red, green, blue, or you can pass in one of these other ones. We're going to use a different one. We're going to be using hue, saturation, value. Where did that connect to? This is a fun Blockly blog that I've just been putting off because this is not a new Blockly thing. This happens in old Blockly too, where when blocks are collapsed, sometimes the connection database that exists maintains the connections for the collapsed blocks. So you drag something over here, and then it like just snaps to something invisible.
oh, that's what's happening. I was wondering, like, I knew the bug existed, but I didn't know what was causing it.
The problem is that's deep Blockly code, so I don't want to mess with it. But at some point, I'm going to have to look into it. All right, so let's just grab an on-game update. We're going to do a set color. We're going to make this be color 14. We're going to pass in hue, saturation, value. And first things first, we're going to pick up a color picker, which if you just, search for color picker in Google, at least, you get a color picker. So we're going to do like, I guess, a yellowish color. Like this. And then we want this to fade between white and yellow. Right. So let's look at the hue saturation values for this. Hue saturation values. So it's 66 degrees, 78%, and 97%. Now, I think that the hue saturation value is scaled differently for this extension. It goes between 0 and 255 for each of the values. So we need to scale this. So this degrees is this is an angle, just because of, you know, like historical reasons. So we want to do 66 divided by 360 to get 0.883, and then multiply that by 255 to get 46.75. So we're going to go ahead and set that to be 47. And then for the saturation, that's 78%. So that's going to be 0.78 times 255, which is going to give us 198.9. So we'll just put in 199 for that. And then for the value, this is what we're going to be messing with. So when you do hue saturation value, if you take the value number and you change it to be, say, 0, you go to like black. But if you go to like 100%, you go to, oh no, sorry. You want saturation? Is saturation what we should be missing with?
To go to white, I think saturation and value.
Is it like some
both.
combination? No, I think
like-
it's yeah, I think saturation is bullet point.
Even if that value wasn't 100%.
So if I made this 80%, yeah, I guess it's both.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway. Okay, so what are we going to be doing here? We want to make this go up and down. So let's just run this for now. It should be at least some color of yellow. There you go. A very appetizing looking color. So we want this to be kind of fading between these two colors. So we're going to be using a sine function. So let's go ahead and grab sine from this square root block. And we want to pass in our time in order to make this sine function go up and down. Now, just passing in the time, sine, its input is in radians, and the range is between 0 and 2 pi. So 2 pi is 6.28. So if we were to just pass in the milliseconds from the start, it would just go in a complete cycle every 6 milliseconds. So that would be every second it would go, what, like, you know,
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. Yeah.
150 or so. So we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and divide this by 150 sounds good to me. So let's go ahead and put in 150. And now this is going to range from -1 to 1. So what we want to do is grab the center value for our saturation, and then we're going to add this and multiply this times whatever we want our range to be. So let's grab a times, put this right here. We'll make this be 80. We'll make this be, so 128 will be the halfway point. And that will vary this there. So, hey, come on. Okay. So you can already see it starting to
Oh, look at
glow.
that.
I need to pull it up on the 1 second. I need to switch windows again. I can't see it. Okay, yeah, that's going off.
So let's go ahead and put this, let's just put the same thing in the value, see what we get. Okay, so this value is going too dark.
I think yeah, we want that value to be at 100 when the other value's at 0.
So do
Or
we
no,
want
the other
cosine?
value's also at 255. I don't know. Yeah, I'd try
so
cosine, see what happens.
do we want this to be an inverse relationship is what you're saying?
I don't
Sure.
know. I'd have
We can
to-
try cosine. Maybe that'll make it work. I don't know.
Nope.
Well, it's doing something.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting.
All right. I need a proper HSV color picker with sliders so I can let's see if some website can give us. Nope.
Wonder if I still have that on my little website. 1 second.
Yeah. Why don't you find a link for me? I just need sliders for HSV so we can figure out the relationship. Maybe I'll just look it up on Wikipedia and maybe I'll make it there. Cool. Okay. So, right, we have lightness. This is hue saturation, HSL, and we're using HSV. So HSL is probably would be better for us. Does your extension have HSL?
I don't recall.
No, I don't think so.
No.
That's fine.
We could
Okay, so
add that.
yeah, the hue saturation value color space is harder to work with.
This 1 second to Thomas. Sorry.
Nope, I don't have one yet.
This one seems fine, but it does pop up and add like 2
Wait, so it
seconds
seems
in.
like we just want to have value maxed out at all times.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind.
there you
That
go.
website's bad with ads. Don't put
That
that
is what we
through.
want.
Oh wait, okay. It didn't even send. Good.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this right here. So the hue saturation value. So you can see that as saturation increases, you get more vibrant colors as it decreases, it goes to whatever the neutral tone is. And the neutral tone becomes white as value increases. So if the value is the maxed out, then the saturation will be going between the pure color and white.
Yeah, that
as
makes
opposed
sense.
to, yeah. There we go. All right, got it. Okay, so this is still going between this kind of like vomit yellow color. So let's try and increase the maximum saturation we have, I guess, to be like, well, it might be better if we just increase this. So if we did this by 128, still kind of gross. I guess we can mess with the hue a bit. So I don't know. Let's just put in some random numbers, see what happens. I think we probably actually want to cap what our maximum value is. So let's make this be like, let's do 64, and then we'll do 64 for this as well.
Would it
And
be
then
easier to
change this back to,
conceptualize
like-
if we did for saturation, we did an absolute value and then just put it in the cap and subtracted from that? Just to get like the non-pukey color and then go to white from there and back up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, because right now the I don't know, it's hard for me to visualize the sine wave when it's -1 to 1.
yeah. Okay, so how do we want to, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We need to, I guess we can just enter values till it looks nice. So let's make this be 100. There you go. I think we need to mess with the hue. So let's make this be 50. See what direction that puts us in. Okay, that's a little bit nicer. Yeah, I think this is fine. Like that.
Yeah. It's reasonable.
All right. So we also have a few glowing meeples. So you can see a few radioactive meeples, those lucky ducks. So let's go ahead and fix those guys real quick. Oh, we're over time. All right, we'll finish this up just real quick while we do outros. So thanks for watching, everybody. Next week, on Friday, we're going to be probably still working on this game. I don't know, we might do something fun because it's Friday. But reminder, there's going to be a new mini game jam next month. We'll be posting about it on the forum, just like we always do. And make sure you pay attention to this one because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I am Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Jay Wonder on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Thomas, Head Sparks on the MakeCode forum.
And we